Alright people, Catfish Dave here. It's about 9 a.m. It's been a morning bite for everything. The bait, the fish. And if I spend too much time catching bait, I'm going to miss the fish. I'm sitting here off this bank right here, Fort Lousy Reservoir. This is the toughest time of year to catch my bait. Skipjack, white bass, yellow bass. These fish are feeding on fry, little teeny tiny minnows, smaller than what you could buy in a store. And the only way I can get them is on a little tiny fly with this popper float. I'm not getting a lot. I'm just getting enough to get by, you know. I've got a couple white bass and a couple skipjack in the cooler, which is probably enough to fish. But I'm trying to see if anything pops along this bank real quick. Not seeing any sign of skipjack, but they can pop up out of nowhere real quick. Yeah, I'm seeing some smaller skipjack and white bass and yellow bass, but they are so keyed in on that fry, it's very hard to get them on an artificial. I had one hit it right there. Had one hit it there. He hit it there, but he just wouldn't stick. Don't know what it was. There we go. Stay on there. Stay on there. There we go. Skipjack. We'll take a skipjack. Yeah. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? And there's a white bass. We'll take one of those too. These white bass are good hardy baits. They stay on a hook good. Like I say, y'all, I don't get a lot of bait this time of year, but I get just enough to fish. You just got to be out here at the key bite times. And right now, that's first thing in the morning. I'm actually here a little late. Oh, they're that hard to get and they come off. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Got something on here. I don't know what we got. Don't know what we got. Looks like a little bluegill maybe. Yeah, one of them dag blasted bluegill. We don't want that thing. Oh, shoot. Right there at the boat, man. Got something. Another little bluegill. We don't want that. Another little bluegill. Now, if I was going to just suspend bait and sit still, I'd use them bluegill. But to be honest with you, every time I do that, just small blue cat come along and kill them or knock them off the hook. But I'm just not that interested in a bluegill. not for daytime fishing. A lot of times these skipjack will lay up under these docks, just like a bass will, and ambush. Seen a lot of activity around that dock. So we're gonna get to where we can fish the dock without hitting that tree. See, I'm hooked up immediately. As soon as I threw into that dock, I don't know what I got. Don't know what I got. Another bluegill. Well, I'll tell you what. If I'm going to keep catching them, I will keep them. Keep them alive. If I don't use them, I'll throw them back. I'll throw them back. Looks like the skipjack activity died down. The white bass activity. It didn't last long. Here again, I got here a little late this morning. If I would have been here 30 minutes earlier, we might have got more numbers of them. What do we got here? Feels bigger than a bluegill. Feels bigger than a bluegill. That's because it's a bigger bluegill. Okay. He just peed on me, peed on the boat. Hey, you know, do what we got to. I don't do great on live bluegills in the Tennessee River compared to other baits. I've got a video about that. These blue cat will come along and just hit them till they kill them. Every once in a while, you'll catch one. And I have caught flatheads on them, but it's so much more productive. I've actually caught my biggest flatheads on cut bait, so I tend to stay away from the live bluegill around here. See, we're hooked up again. We're hooked up again. We may end up using them. These bluegills are easy to catch on this fly because we've got these mayflies starting to hang around the bank lines here, and they're waiting at any opportunity to get a hold of one. Well, alright y'all, we ain't been here no time, and had all this fish activity and everything just went quiet just like that. There's a very narrow bite window on these bait fish right now. Now later on in the year, later on the summer, getting into the fall, it'll turn into an afternoon bite. I'll be going out at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but right now the bite window is morning and then right before dark. So, and it's the same way with these catfish too, so let's hurry up and get out here and try to catch a couple. We are into getting into post spawn here. It's a bad time for them little bitty small fish, so I'm gonna put all white bass on to try to deter those smaller ones. buddy. Baits are in the water. We'll pull this channel a little bit. We'll see what plays out. It's going to be hot, so I'm not fishing much past about 10:30 this morning anyway. If it's windy, I'll stay out in the heat, but if it's going to be calm and still, yeah. No heat stroke for me. First one on the white bass intersection. And I'm going to get my bait back. One's staying down a little bit. Definitely a better fish. Yeah, this is a better fish, y'all. Yeah, it's a better fish here. On the white bass head. I didn't think he was that much when I first set into him. Obviously he is. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. Yeah, that's a good fish there. That's a good fish. Yeah. That's the biggest one I've gotten on these new chasing cap rods. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Oh. catfish. The white bass head. And we got our bait back. Y'all, this camera is already about to overheat on me. I checked my phone there and it says it's overheating. We ain't got no breeze out here in 80-something degrees. That's a fat one. Nice good head on it. Yeah, early bird gets the fish, y'all. Hopefully we get some wind out here, or we're gonna have to call it. This is why this white bass, you can fish all day with it. That's why I like to get at least one a day. We're getting a lot of small bites on that white bass, but it's a hardy bait. It'll stay on there. Another small fish, but I'll tell you what, got the bait back. You can see it right there, and we're going to use it again. That's what I like about this white bass in the summer. We've caught 3 fish on it so far, and we still have all our bait we started with. For anyone wanting to know what that is a dragging rig. 3-way rig, Dirty South dragging sinker. Has a clip on the top, clips right to the 3-way. I've got several feet of leader here. I'm running a 60-pound fluoro. That's a spook, combination of a rattle, and floats the bait off the bottom. Makes it more visible to the fish, makes it less likely to hang when it's floating up off the bottom. That rattle came from Cat Call Tackle. Nice rattle. And of course these spread 'em planer boards are taking my bait and spreading it farther away from the boat, meaning I'm covering a wider area as we go up this river channel. And these here are my new Chasing Cat outdoors rods. They are a composite blank, which means a mixture of glass and carbon, glass and graphite. And they are more streamlined, lighter in the hands than most of these other composite rods on the market. Plenty of backbone. A lot of these rods are lacking backbone. These rods have backbone, and they're very attractive. They look good on my video. I'm using a Mini Coda Power Drive 24-volt trolling motor. It's a $1,500 unit. A lot of these guys got these $4,000 units. They self-deploy and all this garbage. The $1,500 Power Drive has all the functionable features you need to actually fish. I can set a course 2 miles long with that thing, and the trolling motor just does all the work for me. Keeps my boat going upriver at a set speed, whatever I want to set it at. And while I'm fighting the fish, it helps keep the boat straight. Keeps the boat facing one direction. The way I'm fishing, the stuff I'm using, is a game changer for catching summer catfish. Gotta make sure that camera's on when you're making videos. He hit right as I was changing tracks. Don't feel too bad. He ain't giving up easy. I don't feel he's as big as that one we caught, but he ain't one of them little ones either. Yeah, that's a nice fish for this time of year. Woo! There's a little barrel. Yeah, we still got the bait, y'all. Oh, yeah, that's another nice fish. Oh, 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 oh. That's another nice one, y'all. Woo! Yeah, same piece of white bass, still on the hook. There's another little small one, and we still got the bait on him too. Big old mouthful of it. Caught all these fish using the same 3 pieces of white bass. And I'll use it again. It's about getting too hot. But we'll fish a little longer. Oh shoot! That middle rod went down for a second. And still got our bait. Yeah, it's still on there, even after all that rolling. Oh, yeah. rods. Yeah. Wearing them out this morning. Alright y'all, it's close to 10 o'clock. Made one short pull up this channel after we caught bait and had a pretty good morning out here. I haven't been on the water a total of about not even 2 hours to catch bait, catch these fish, and now it's hot enough. I'm ready to get out of here. The way I done it was knowing the bite window for the bait. Even though we did not score much bait, I'm not using much bait this time of year. That white bass is a very key bait this time of year once they get into this hot water period. It's like white perch, yellow bass will do the same thing. Either way, had a successful day. Got some better fish on my new chasing cat rods. This is a video, there was fish in the video, that makes the fishing video. This is Catfish Day with another one, signing out.